Today we are taking a look at Misa Amane from Death Note. This is a prize figure released by KONAMI. Death Note is a suspense series about a supernatural notebook that can kill anyone whose name is written inside it, and the conflict created by the person who uses it. Misa is one of the central characters in the story. Her strong emotions, direct personality, and close connection to Kira make her an important presence throughout the series. Today's three highlights are the clear parts used for the outfit, the garter belt, and the posing. The first highlight is the use of clear parts in the outfit. The long black arm covers are translucent, allowing the arms to remain faintly visible beneath the raised lines and patterned areas. The stockings also combine translucent sections with darker patterns, creating clear divisions between the upper bands, the patterned surfaces, and the boots. The second highlight is the garter belt. Thin black straps descend from beneath the skirt and connect to the wide bands at the tops of the stockings. Small square connectors divide the straps, making the connection between the inner layer of the skirt and the stockings easy to follow. The third highlight is the posing. One hand is raised near the face, with the fingers touching and playing with a lock of hair, while the other hand rests near the skirt hem. One leg extends downward and the other bends behind the body, creating a continuous flow from the tilted upper body to the crossing lines of the legs. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The large brown-toned eyes are outlined with dark upper lashes, while shorter lines beneath them add definition to the expression. Fine dots and circular details are layered inside the irises, and the color gradually changes toward the lower area. A thin red line curves gently upward at the mouth, forming a calm smile within the rounded shape of the cheeks and chin. Her face is tilted slightly, and the raised hand is positioned close to the hair beside her face. The bangs are divided into several thick sections across the forehead, with the central strands extending close to the eyebrows. Longer locks fall along both sides of the face, passing the cheeks and continuing toward the upper chest. These front sections frame the face while remaining separate from the larger hair sections behind them. The twin tails are secured with black bands near the outer edges of the head. Each section rises outward from the base before curving inward toward the tip. The hair at the back spreads gradually from the crown and separates into several pointed ends below the shoulders. Diagonal lines gather the hair across the back of the head, while smaller divisions separate the longer strands beneath them. Silver cross-shaped earrings hang beside the face, with their lower ends appearing from behind the surrounding hair. A narrow black choker fits closely around the neck, while a separate silver chain necklace drops below it in a V shape. A cross pendant hangs at the center of the chain and rests over the black outfit near the chest. The choker and necklace are clearly separated, creating a black ring at the neck and a silver line extending downward across the upper body. Thin shoulder straps support the upper section of the outfit. The chest is divided into two rounded cups, each finished with a small wavy edge along the top. Beneath them, the torso narrows into a corset with a long central panel. Silver eyelets are arranged vertically on both sides of this panel, and black laces pass through them in repeated crossed lines. The lacing continues downward and gathers near the waist, while additional vertical divisions shape the sides and back of the corset. Long black arm covers extend from the upper arms to the wrists, while leaving the shoulders, hands, and fingers exposed. The translucent parts allow the arms to show through faintly, and raised curves and small patterned areas continue along their surfaces. Wavy borders finish both the upper and lower edges. The raised arm bends deeply near the face, and the fingers touch and play with a lock of hair. The other arm extends down across the front of the torso, with the wrist turned inward and the fingertips placed near the skirt hem. Red coloring on the nails separates each fingertip clearly. The black flared skirt spreads outward from the lower edge of the corset. Large folds run from the waist toward the hem, with the central surface projecting forward and deeper valleys forming beside it. Two narrow gray lines circle the skirt just above the lower edge. Beneath them, a separate layer of black lace appears around the hem, alternating between downward points and rounded openings. The lace extends beyond the outer skirt at the front and sides, while the back forms a continuous line of smaller waves. A black inner layer sits beneath the skirt, and thin garter belt straps descend from it toward the upper thighs. Small square connectors divide the straps before their lower ends attach to the wide bands at the tops of the stockings. The straps are visible at both the front and back, linking the skirt area to the stockings through narrow vertical lines. The black stockings cover the thighs and continue toward the knees. Their upper edges are finished with wide bands, while curved lines, clustered dots, and small divided areas repeat across the surface. The pattern changes in width as it follows the rounded shape of the legs. Near the knees, the patterned stockings meet the long boots along clear horizontal boundaries. The boots narrow from below the knees toward the ankles before ending in rounded toes with thick soles. Low block heels create a separate step beneath the back of each foot. One leg extends straight downward while the other bends behind the body. The downward pointing toe of the raised leg completes the narrow crossing line created by the two legs. This figure is approximately 20 centimeters tall. That's about 7.9 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Misa Amane by KONAMI stands out because this figure combines a calm expression, a layered black outfit, and a flowing full-body pose into one clearly readable design. Her large brown-toned eyes, fine lashes, and gently curved mouth create a soft expression. The slight tilt of her face also connects naturally with the raised hand placed beside her hair. The thick bangs frame the forehead, while the longer side locks extend past the cheeks. The twin tails rise outward before curving inward, and the silver cross-shaped earrings appear from behind the surrounding hair. Across the upper body, the black choker and silver necklace are arranged as separate layers, with the cross pendant hanging over the chest. The corset uses silver eyelets and crossed black laces through the center, while the translucent arm covers add patterned layers from the upper arms to the wrists. One hand touches and plays with a lock of hair, while the other rests near the skirt hem. The flared skirt spreads through several large folds, with 2 gray lines and a separate lace layer following the lower edge. Beneath it, the garter belt straps connect to the patterned stockings, which meet the long boots near the knees. One leg extends downward while the other bends behind the body, completing the crossing line of the pose. The eye line, hair-touching gesture, cross pendant, corset lacing, garter belt, and angled legs create a smooth visual flow from the head to the feet. Because of that, fans of Death Note or Misa Amane will likely enjoy this piece very much. Collectors who like layered black outfits, translucent costume parts, cross accessories, and character-focused poses should find it a very satisfying addition. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.